Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump's terrible week in the courts. Trump started off his first 100 days with a flurry of executive actions. He's ending it with a flurry of losses in court. Before anybody talks about liberal judges, it's important to note that some judges are Trump appointed. Okay, so let's start with U.S. District Judge William Orrick, blocking Trump's executive order that would yank funding from jurisdictions that act as sanctuaries. Orrick found that the jurisdictions who sued are likely to succeed on the grounds that Trump's order is likely to be unconstitutional on multiple grounds. But one of the bigger issues is that Trump's order attempts to take the power of the purse away from Congress. Another one of Trump's orders had sweeping changes to federal elections. Again, Trump planned to force compliance by pulling federal funding. The judge ruled, quote, "The president has no constitutional power over election regulation that would support this unilateral exercise of authority. The Constitution vests that power in the states and Congress alone." Then, Trump's anti-DEI policies that would withhold funding from schools that continued to promote diversity, equity, and inclusion ran into issues when it was shot down by 3 separate judges. 2 of those judges were appointed by Trump. One of the Trump appointees ruled, quote, "This court takes no view as to whether the policies at issue here are good or bad, prudent or foolish, fair or unfair. But this court is constitutionally required to closely scrutinize whether the government went about creating and implementing them in the manner the law requires. The government did not." Then, a judge ordered Trump to bring back a person deported to El Salvador. No, not that person, another one. This person was a Venezuelan man who was part of a 2019 class action lawsuit that ended up in a settlement with the government in 2024. The judge that ordered the administration to facilitate the return was a Trump appointee. And then we have the finale, which is a Trump backtrack. Thousands of student visas were restored after they were controversially terminated. The expectation is that the administration is working out a new policy. So, from here, the cases will certainly be appealed by the administration and start working their way toward the Supreme Court. Most of the cases really hinge on a simple question about who holds the power of the purse. The Constitution is pretty clear on the topic. When it comes to congressionally approved funds, the president's job is to just direct the executive branch agencies to use the funds in the way Congress directed. A lot of Trump's executive orders and policies try to force compliance by withholding congressionally approved funds. That's probably going to be the weakest link in the court battles ahead. It's been a rough week for Trump. No trade deal, no budget deal, no peace deal, and now even his executive actions are falling apart. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.